Gateway management is a key function of the LoRaWAN Network Server, and in order for users to be able to deploy their gateways out in the field and ensure they're working as expected autonomously, you need to be able to enable gateway alerts. So let's jump into the UI and go on the specific management page for this gateway. And if we go down to the alerts, you can see that we have 6 different types of alerts available for a user to be notified. Latency is if the gateway to network server latency is higher than 800 milliseconds, which is important for when devices need to join the network. If we have a status change, is effectively if the gateway goes online or offline. A configuration change is if any user makes any kind of configuration change to the gateway, you can be notified. And 2 at the bottom here, memory and CPU threshold. If the gateway memory or CPU hits a certain value, you can also be notified, which is important to make sure it's operating optimally. And finally, an interesting one is daily uplinks, where you can effectively set a minimum and maximum threshold of how many packets this gateway will receive and then notify you based on that threshold. So for example, if you are expecting roughly about 1,000 packets a day across this gateway, and all of a sudden, and you set the threshold for 900 packets and it drops below that, you know for some reason that the devices are not sending as many packets as they should be, and you can investigate. And on the other side, if you set a threshold of 1,000 and all of a sudden you're receiving 2-3 times this many packets via your gateway, you know that maybe there's a new device in the area that's causing a lot of uplinks that you need to investigate. All these 6 different alerts can be are logged historically, and you can view also the historical logs up to around about 1,000 entries. And the notifications are provided via email, which is probably the most standard method users use, SNMP traps, and webhook notifications. So if you need to ensure that your gateways are operating autonomously out in the field, make sure that you enable gateway alerts for every one of your gateways.